turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Kano state government shuts down supermarket rejecting old naira notes. That's what is happening in Kano. The Abdullahi Ganduje-led Kano state government has shut down Wellcare, a popular supermarket, for refusing to accept old naira notes. Now, the Kano state government, through the Consumer Protection Council, shut the popular supermarket over its refusal to accept these notes, the old notes. You have seen what is happening in the contraption, order and counter order. Now, the acting chairman of the council, Bafa Baba Danagunde, said the supermarket was shut on Sunday, February 12, shortly after Governor Abdullahi Ganduje gave the order. He warned other marketers in Kano to be aware that the state government has not banned the use of old naira notes. He says that any shop caught not receiving the old notes will be dealt with decisively. What is happening in the contraption? The government of Kano State is now the one giving order concerning the currency. Okay? They call that 3 state governments approached the Supreme Court to forestall the CBN from implementing the deadline for the old naira notes, that the use of old naira notes. So, and the Supreme Court actually did that. They said, let the status quo remain. That the CBN should not go further with that policy in terms of the deadline. That they should refrain. And so the CBN did not make any comment in regards to the Supreme Court directive, order, interim order, okay, stopping them from implementing that policy, talking about the deadline, the February 10th deadline. So no comment from the CBN. The Attorney General of the Federation initially responded by saying that the Supreme Court has no jurisdiction on that. But later, he backtracked and said, look, they have obeyed the court order. And so, obeying the court order, the CBN governor did not say anything. The CBN itself didn't make any comment or official statement. Even unofficial statement. It is there. Nigerians, everyone were in the dark. Nobody knows what he's doing. If you like, you can use the old currency. If you like, you can reject it. If you like, you can use the new one if you are seeing it anywhere, because the new one is nowhere to be found. It is scarce like the US visa. That new naira note is like visa of the United States of America. You can't see it anywhere. All right, so that is the contraption we're talking about. That is this country that has gone down the drain. No capitalism government and country. So state governments are issuing order concerning currency. The Kano state government is saying that they have not banned the use of old naira notes. So they are the ones that will ban or unban. They are the ones that will tell people how to use the currency or when not to use it and the one to use. You have seen this contraption. You have seen this brouhaha, imbroglio, confusion, chaos, anarchy is looming. And what is the president saying? What is the president or the CBN saying about what government is doing, Kano state government is doing? Shutting down supermarkets for refusing the old naira notes. Hope this man will go to the banks that have been rejecting these old naira notes since 10th February, because the bank said, look, after February 10th, we'll stop collecting the old notes. That's what the banks have said in Nigeria. And a government in Kano State is telling the residents, okay, say, you must continue to accept the old notes. Hope the Kano State government will go to the bank and deposit these old notes for them on behalf of the residents, who he said it should collect it by force. Once the Apex Bank has given directive and the commercial banks have said it, look, we will not accept it anytime from 10th, after 10th of February, we won't accept it. So what is happening? Who is giving these orders? Which one that Nigerians will take? That's what is happening. Confusion. They are creating anarchy. They are creating confusion to give way for anarchy. And that anarchy is looming. And it will come. It will come because those who are orchestrating it today, this confusion, well, that is what they are aspiring for. They want to create a situation, the anarchy. That's why this man is saying what he's saying. For me, there. And you look at what he's saying, you see that not that there's an element of truth, but it's obvious. Look at what they're doing. abracadabra. El-Rufai will gang up with some governors. They will go to the Supreme Court, and they will go and get an order from the Supreme Court. They will come back. They will stand by it. Those who are opposing them in Aso Rock, who want to implement this new Naira policy or redesign policy at all costs, because of one reason or the other, it is for their own selfish reason, interest, not for the interest of Nigeria. All this redesigning with our limit is for the interest of few elements who want to achieve one pecuniary gain or the other. Of course, majorly to perpetuate themselves in the corridors of power. They can't imagine themselves living power. Since 2015, they have been there. They have caused more harm than good. They have destroyed the economy. They have looted the resources. They have sabotaged the economy in diverse ways, means. So they are afraid to leave office. They know how they persecuted the opposition when they assumed office in 2015, saying they are fighting corruption. They are fighting corruption, whilst they are hunting the opposition, targeting them, humiliating and frustrating them. Because the same thing those people did that they accused them of, that is what they are doing it in a greater dimension now. Yes, if another administration comes on board that is not of their stock and decides to probe them, you see, Nigerians will see a lot of things. You begin to understand that there are quite different things between a thief and a looter. You see, this person is a looter, this is a thief, it's not the same thing. Okay? So, the PDP, during their reign from 1999 to 2015, might be seen as thieves. But from 2015 till date, we have seen looters, we have seen vultures, scavengers in government. Yes, we have seen locusts ravaging the green area. Nothing green must be left behind. Take all. That's what they are doing. Nothing green must be left behind. We must ravage completely. That's what they are doing. The broom party. So that is the case. Nigerians, you are free. We have said it. It will get to the point that even people have started doing it. People have been printing their own currencies and using it in Nigeria. It is happening now. One lady printed a currency note with her own head, and she's using it. She's spraying it in a party. And people are doing that now. So if you want to collect, you can collect. There's no legal tender in Nigeria any longer. People are dishing out orders, giving directive on how to use the currency. Those who are not mandated with the extant laws to do so. State governors are issuing directive on how to use money, and the one to use and not the one not to use. And that is it. It is happening. It is a contraption. It is full of confusionists. It is like a place where there is no rule and there's no regulation. And that is what is happening. Okay? It's a lawless place. Do as you like. Do what you think. Do what you believe in, and nobody will question you. It is the twilight of Mbuhari Mbuhari's administration and the brouhaha